Today we finally achieved marriage equality in Florida, and some of our couples who will be married today have been waiting for 20 years or longer to experience this. So we're going to have a grand celebration all day starting any minute now and going through 9 o'clock or 9:30 tonight. We'll marry as many folks as we can.
And how many couples do you have?
More than 20. I don't know the exact number, but more than 20.
So what, when you first heard this decision by the judge, what was your reaction?
Interestingly, New Year's Day was my birthday, and so I was thrilled when the judge handed down his decision on that day, and I looked at my partner and I said, we won, what we're going to do now? And he said, we're going to get married. So that was our first response.
What an honor for me personally, as I was a bridesmaid at their holy union. And have been friends with them now for about 20 years. So it is my honor and my privilege to stand before you today. So, Michelle, will you have this woman to be your lawfully married spouse, to live together in the covenant of holy matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, and keep her in all of life's circumstances, forsaking all others? Be faithful unto her forever. If you will, say, I will. And Serena, will you have Michelle to be your lawfully married spouse? To live together in the covenant of holy matrimony, will you love her, comfort her, and keep her in all of life's circumstances, forsaking all others? Be faithful to her as long as that you shall both live.
All right, and explain the symbolism behind today for you guys.
Well, I think it is a historical moment today, mainly because as Christians, it's very important for us to come before God and also before man to have recognition of what we feel like this is the person that God called me to be with. She was chosen to be with me for a reason, and now today we get to do that not only in front of God but in front of man, to see that what God calls together, no man can separate, and it's for a purpose and a reason, and we're very excited about that.
And what does it mean to you?
Well, for me it means that my partner and my daughter will have the same benefits and the same recognition as a heterosexual couple.
Today there is a law in place. It's the Mary Ward law, and it says that you cannot take custody away from a person solely based on their sexual orientation, and that's been many years. So to stand here today and have this opportunity not only gives credit to this, what God has called together, but it honors her name and what she put out there, because it was she was never prepared to be out in the public, but when her daughter was taken, she was prepared to do whatever it took to get her child back. And that's what this is about today. This isn't about anything except just seeing people as who they are. We're in the business of God's people, of loving people, and that's what God called us to do, is to love people, and that's what we're trying to honor today, is the love that God called together, and that's what this is about. This is also a legal agreement. We can now be on income tax. We can now have our house together. We can now have benefits. That it really, for all practicality, this is a legal agreement that we've brought under God to have His covenant put over the top of our legal agreement, and that's what this is about. And what did Jesus say? What is God's be God, and what is Caesar's be Caesar's, and we now have what is Caesar's. Yay! Jada, you just came for the cake. Where are you? There you go. You want the first bite of the cake? That's what we want. Jada, you want the first bite of the cake? No. No? You have to have a little.
A little bit.
Have some family.
Yeah.
Yay!